Now, as we all know, in sports like the NBA or the NFL, for example, whenever a player gets drafted, they're most likely playing in the big leagues depending which round they were drafted in. If it is the first round of the NBA, for example, it is most likely they are not playing in the G League. However, in the MLB, it's different. Normally, after a player gets drafted, they start off in the minor leagues and have to prove to their team that drafted them that they are capable of making it on the MLB roster. Well, what if I told you there have been some MLB players who went straight to the MLB after they were drafted? How is everybody doing today? It's Sports Huddle back with another video. Today, I'm going to go through 4 MLB players who went straight to the MLB after they were drafted. Just a quick disclaimer before the video starts, this list isn't in any particular order, so if I put one player over another, please don't get offended by it. But anyways, let's not waste any time, now let's get straight into it. Starting off with a man who actually got drafted in 2020 and got called up immediately. His name is Garrett Crochet. Crochet is a left-hander who got drafted by the Chicago White Sox with the 11th pick of the 2020 MLB draft. And in his first year in college, he pitched very well. He went 6-4 with a 1.48 ERA and had 76 strikeouts. He actually got drafted by the Milwaukee Brewers in 2017, but instead of signing with the Brewers, he decided to stay in college and went to the University of Tennessee. Now, in his first year playing in Tennessee, he went 5-6 with a 5.51 ERA and had 62 strikeouts, which isn't the greatest. The next season, he went 5-3 with a 4.03 ERA and 18 appearances and 6 starts. He did suffer a broken jaw at the end of the season, which made him miss his SEC tournaments. Now let's get to when he got called up. As we all know, due to the pandemic, there wasn't a minor league season in 2020. So the GM of the White Sox, Rick Hahn, wanted to give the kid a shot, and so he did. Crochet made 5 appearances in 2020 and had 8 strikeouts in 6 innings. So not so bad for someone who's had 0 experience. Coming in at number 3 is Mike Leake. Some people may not know this or probably don't remember, but Mike Leake did in fact opt out of the 2020 MLB season. But one thing people may not know about Leake was that when he got drafted in 2009, he went straight to the major leagues. Let's see how he got there. Mike Leake went to the University of Arizona State, where he balled out. His first year, he went 13-2 with a 3.69 ERA, which is the most wins a freshman ever had in that university. Leake would pitch much better the next season as he went 11-3 with a 3.49 ERA in 16 starts and 3 appearances. But it wasn't just pitching Mike Leake was good at that season. He was also hitting very well. He had a .340 batting average with 2 home runs and 11 RBIs. But wait, it gets even better. His last year in college, which was in 2009, he went 16-1 with a 1.71 ERA and had 162 strikeouts. From what it looked like in college, he looked ready to play professional baseball. Now here's a fun fact about Leake before we get straight to him getting drafted to the Reds. The A's did actually draft Leake when he was in high school in 2006, but Leake decided to go to college. So then in 2009, with the 8th overall pick, the Reds decided to draft him. Then this is where Leake was in luck. The next season in 2010, the Reds needed a 5th spot in the rotation. Out of 3 veteran pitchers and 2 young pitchers, Mike Leake claimed the spot. Till this day in his career, he's only been in the minor leagues once, which was in 2011. So it must have been a great feeling, yet a very nerve-wracking feeling for Leake to get a shot in the MLB immediately. Coming in at number 2 is Xavier Nady. Now, Nady was originally drafted in 1997 by the St. Louis Cardinals, but decided not to sign with them and play some college ball. Then he got redrafted in 2000 by the San Diego Padres, where he signed a major league contract when he was drafted. He became the 18th player in MLB history to go straight to the majors without having a single minor league game since 1965. After he played in 2000, he played 1 game and had 1 at-bat. He didn't return to the MLB until 2003. Now, Nady didn't have the worst career as he had his moments in 2007 and 2008. Now, the last time Nady appeared on a Major League Baseball team as a player was in 2014 with the San Diego Padres. However, after his career, Nady became a hitting coach for the Single-A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. So it's safe to say that Nady was very loyal in San Diego. And finally, coming in at number 1 is Jim Abbott. Jim Abbott was drafted in 1988 by the California Angels. Now, Abbott didn't waste any time getting on the roster as he became one of the starters for the Angels the next season. He wasn't the worst starter as he won 12-12 with a 3.92 ERA and had 15 strikeouts. He was actually fifth for Rookie of the Year voting. Abbott only lasted 10 years in the majors, where he had his moments as well. For example, in 1991, he was third in the Cy Young Award winner. Now, there was one year where Abbott was just horrible. Like, he was so bad that I'd have to mention it. In 1996, Abbott went 2-18, which is already a bad start because his win per loss ratio is just horrible. He went 2-18 with a 7.48 ERA and had 58 strikeouts. And he had around 26 starts that season. So that is just horrible. I'm sorry, Jim, but that's just terrible. Abbott's career wasn't the worst, but also wasn't one that you will always remember. It's kind of crazy to me how some MLB players already get a shot as soon as they get drafted. It must be a nerve-wracking feeling for them, but it's nice to know how some of these players immediately got their shot, and let's just say that they succeeded because pretty much all of them lasted in the MLB for quite a long time. That is going to be it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers, and we're getting really close. So if you're new, please consider subscribing. I will see you all next time. I'm out.